Welcome. Now, let's give a quick injury update because I know that's what you're all here for. So, I've seen the physio, Steve, legend, and basically I have a fairly common calf. I think it's just a minor tear, and it's about a 3-week wait to rest it and then lower intensity return, and it should be all fine. Apparently quite common and nothing to really worry about. And yeah, so not common for me obviously, but for other folks, now me. Anyway, so we are gonna keep training for the next 3 weeks, focusing on swimming, riding, gym, all of that stuff, and then we will get straight into the running again, which will be good. So let's get to the gym. Well, that was my first rehab workout. Just to give you a bit of context, the physio Steve has given me some extra calf exercises to do on top of the stuff that I do to keep my Achilles strong. And you'll see them in this video. It's like a bent leg version of the Achilles exercise, and also I'll get this wrong. The the release version of the exercise. So lifting it up and then slowly releasing the muscle. So I know there's a name for that. I'll look it up and put it in the video here. But so that was pretty challenging, actually, more than I thought it would be. But so I've got 3 weeks of recovery before I'm allowed to run again, and then I'll be running, just sort of easing myself back into it. But so more strengthening exercises for my calves, on top of what I do on my legs already. But I think as a note to everybody watching, making your legs as strong as you can is definitely the way to go. And I think the gym is really the only way to do that. You got to build up your strength. Make sure your strength's even too. That's the thing I kind of knew but just hadn't thought about. Your push-pull strength on your legs, at each joint needs to be as strong on each side. So isolating the exercise, making sure that each leg can do the same in both directions is much more important than I probably realized. So I spend a lot of time on that at the gym now. And I think if you want to be able to perform at any kind of level and sustain it and be injury free, it's very, very important to get your strength right. I guess my advice to anybody would be, get to the gym. You could be a good runner, you can be a good swimmer, you can be a good cyclist, but if you're not hitting the gym, then you're missing part of that process, because making sure that you're strong all around is the key part to this whole process. Anyway, I'm also going to show you, I'll show you some footage from my work that I've been doing on the property, because I have to confess it's been tougher to get back into training, not just because obviously I'm a little bit unfit in terms of swimming and cycling, but I've been doing a lot out on the property and putting in long days, and it's been A challenge, really, to get the gym and swimming and cycling and training in general done and be doing all of that work as well. So very rewarding, because obviously it's our property, we're building it, and it's going to be great. But yeah, it's been challenging. And on top of that, my wife and I have been apart now for a month. She gets here on Monday, thank God. And I don't know. Everyone jokes about their wife, being a pain in the ass and all that sort of stuff, but we really can't live without each other, and it's been very hard to. I've basically just kept myself fully distracted as much as I can, because it's just hard to be apart like that when you basically spend all your time together. So feels like I'm missing part of my body anyway. So next week should be a great week. Should be great. Anyway, off to work now, more training. I've got a long ride tomorrow, and I think I'm going to try and do another long ride on Sunday, because I can't do my long run. So I'm just going to do a double rides on the weekends, just to make sure that I'm really getting a lot of extra cycling in, because I feel like I'm struggling on the bike, which is strange. It could just be an energy issue, like because I'm working so much out on the farm and then trying to do cycling and everything as well. But I don't know. My legs on the bike just don't feel like they're there yet. So I know I have to be patient, because it takes a little bit of time to get that kind of thing back. But just keep doing my foundation work, and I will get there, I know. I'm just... my alter ego is no patience man, and he would like it just to be bam, get my cycling legs back. But apparently it's going to take a bit extra time. So I'll give you an update on the cycling after my 2 sessions on the weekend, and hopefully everything will be coming along better. Hopefully I'll feel stronger out on the bike anyway. I'll talk to you then. Okay, I'm off for my long ride on a Saturday. Taking out the TT bike, the Canyon, today, which will be nice, and gonna get trying to do 60 Ks in 2 hours. So let's see how we go with that. Everything's starting to come together, and I don't know about getting my legs back on the bike yet, but we'll see how we go today. And yeah, the weather's nicer, so hopefully I don't freeze to death, which will be nice too. Well, that's the Saturday ride done. It was a good ride. I think you just need more time in the saddle, don't you? Like, that's the bit you forget when you have a break, is that everything just gets used to being riding in that riding position. My neck's a little bit sore, my ass is a little bit sore. You just sort of forget those little parts of the whole process, don't you? So 45 Ks, hour and a half, that's not too bad. And I think I might do another long ride tomorrow and just get some extra time in the saddle whilst I can't run. So we'll see you then and see how that goes. I thought in this video it might be a good idea to give you a bit more background on what's been part of the reason that it's been hard for me to get back into my training. Because my wife will be here this week, thank God, have been spending a lot of time out here on
the farm. And I just thought I would give you a little bit of a bit more information about what's been going on out here. I've been putting in big days. It doesn't feel like a lot's been done yet, but as you can see there, the sprinklers are going at the moment out here. It's Sunday morning, and instead of going for a ride this morning, I just wanted to come out here and spend a bit of time on the tractor and get a bit more stuff done. So we have a lot to do. This was basically a blank slate of land. It's in a beautiful location right here on the river, and we are going to build our dream home and farm out here. It's 18 acres, and there's a lot been done already, but there's still so much more to do. There's a whole house to build out here, and I don't know, it just feels like I feel much more relaxed out here, and I feel like this is where we should be. And I just have that my alter ego, no patience man, wants to get it all done tomorrow, but I'm trying very hard to relax and enjoy the process of building this property from scratch. But here's a little bit of I'll do a little montage here of some of the stuff that I've done so far in this property, and some of the reasons as to why it's been extra hard to get back into training. Not to mention the fact that I don't have a home gym or even a room to work out in or any of that stuff at the moment. Living at my parents just all of those extra things that makes life a little more complicated. But anyway, here you go. This is what I've been doing for the last month.
I thought I'd better finally actually put my graph up in a video because I keep talking about it and keep forgetting to put it up. So here it is. We actually started out at 103.5 when I weighed myself. Lost a kilo the first week, lost a kilo the second week, so down at 101.5 now and well on track with that. Nothing else has really changed. I've actually got my measurements in this graph as well, but I can't find the special tape measure that I had to do it, so you'll have to wait a bit longer for that one. But I will promise to find it eventually once we've unpacked all of our crap out of the shipping container.